Hello everyone and welcome back to our blind let's play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and it is September 10th, 5:45, courtroom number lobby number 1. As we continue on with this case by exploring the one place we haven't been yet. So without further ado, let's jump into it, shall we? Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it? Isn't that Detective Bad and Kay over there? It looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. No, that's not quite it. Too bad, but it's so pretty. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks, I'll treasure it, always. Those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here, I've got something else for you. Yay, thank you, Uncle Bad. Aw, it's a Swiss roll. Aw, look at me. Earlier I ate one of these with gummy. Gummy? You mean gumshoe? Gummy is... He was trying to be nice to me because I was getting in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. I know I didn't kill Daddy. Oh, the ducks. Don't cry. Friday would be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying. Okay. Oh, it's the Mr. from before and the lady too. Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best. It's for the best that you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant, so I'm related to the investigation. Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess. What? You were just scolding us the kids to not mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free? Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things you want to look into. Got a problem with that, Egg! I don't have a problem with that, but I'm curious as to what Miss Yu is looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister. Yes, what is it? I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay? Oh, the hopeful dots. I won't forgive whoever did this, but in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there is no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Alright, well, let's talk to our partner first here. Yes, what is it? Do you notice anything? What is this? Smell that has permeated the air. It's sweet and flowery, although at this strength, I'm likely to suffocate from it. I can't conduct an investigation under these circumstances. They need to open a window and air this room out. I demand that you open a window right now. Hurry. Francisca, one of the windows is already open. I can see that. I wonder, is it just a coincidence that one of the windows in this room is already open too? You can't go out the window and go this way because the bars are here. But what if you could get rid of the bars? That expensive painting is ill-suited to be hanging on the wall of this room. I wonder if I got details should be placed on it. Why do you say that? Well, a desperate little paid detective might make up for this someday, you never know. She may be thinking about hiring a guard, but it's obvious she isn't factoring in that guard's salary whatsoever. One of the windows in this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in this room. So why did they open it, I wonder? This decorated plant's leaves are shinier than the ones on the plant in lobby number 2. That's probably because it's next to the windows where it's easier to photosynthesize. You may be right. Plus, the curtains are always drawn in lobby number 2. The caretakers of this courthouse don't think enough about the plants, do they? That's because they're the courthouse's caretakers, not a bunch of botanists. What an incredibly strong-scented herbal tea. I fear that more than being relaxing, this scent may make one a bit heady instead. You put in a special request for that, No wonder, she's so violent. She's been doing this the whole time. Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic ever. It may not look like much, but I find that ordinary tables like this one are very useful. I think it's time they brought a new one. I wonder if they will replace this table if I hit it enough with my whip. A much too heavy-handed method if I ever saw one. This television is the same model as the one in defendant lobby number 2. Looks like the two rooms are basically in terms of layout and supplies. Yes. The two rooms are basically the same, huh? Basically the same. I can see down in the courtyard from here. What is that mess supposed to be? It's like an optical illusion. I believe it's supposed to be postmodern in design. More like thoughtless in design. I like how they're both thinking in the exact same way. I can't disagree there. Detective Bad, what exactly was Kay searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay? It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. It sounds like you'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is that overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought it was going to suffocate. Well, it's that ultra-strong perfume he wears. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window, but that smell's still here. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air is perfume. Well, it's giving out quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap, no-name brand. She said it's a famous brand from overseas. Oh, the dots. It's a knockoff, yes, definitely a knockoff. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it. Yeah, I was born for much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Mouse Edgeworth, you hold on to this bottle without fail. Arg. Why can't she ever be honest about her wants? Misused perfume data, jot down the organizer. So why is that important? So now we have the perfume Miss You wears, just fantastic. Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going to go back investigating. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. Jeez. During the recess. So you were in this room the entire recess? Well, like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here. At least your story is consistent. Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu. Oh, yeah, ran into her in the hallway, She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here. Then, what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Miss Yu were in two different locations. Guess I am. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you. Oof. Let's see, Miss Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on the case. I wonder if the reason for disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Ceci, but because you were the lead detective on the case. You knew. As I also know that today's trial involving the Codopian Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. The Duts. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth beyond your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday and the KG-8 incident. You already know that much. I guess it'd be alright to tell you. KG-8 incident. Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident. It's not exactly a happy story, other than the people who were directly involved. You two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. Where did you just draw a lollipop from? The honest truth about the KG-8 incident. Faraday, you and I, as you already know, we three were involved with the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I were originally on the trail of a smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Mono Group's secretaries? Well, that trial was just a front. A facade? Yeah, but the case became tainted. All because the witness who was going to testify about the Mono Group's ties to the smuggling ring, Ceci Yu, was killed. Then, what became of the secretary who was arrested? Well, his name was Colin Deveray. I know that name. To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring, but he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Deveray was probably being intimidated by the big boss man, just another scapegoat. The boss man of the Amano group, he can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do, suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling? I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed Ceci Yu, Manny Kokoichin, was a completely different person. Oh my god, I just said did I just say Kokoichin? Ah! Well, it is Francisco, so she's got her own dialect. But since he's already been acquitted once of a murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, Ceci, I was supposed to protect them both. Miss Yu did mention that as well, about how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into the trap. What kind of trap? The holes in his jacket are a testimony to that trap. Oh, you mean you were fired upon? You were shot at that many times over a gunfight? No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself. Now, I never noticed these holes. One of the reasons I learned from the KG-8 incident, I see. I couldn't protect CCU, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall as far as the law was concerned, and that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. Well, that's when I first met Callisto Yu. Relation to you. About when you first met Miss Yu. It was on the day the verdict of the KG incident was handed down, was it not? Well, yes, Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do, but just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been enough punishment. I suppose not. You said it herself, that she never wanted to see either of us ever again. But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Well, yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was a prosecutor, and I, as a lead detective, took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as a defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring. She was defending them. Yeah. You was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer. I think she defended well this time for the same reason. Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to that effect. I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for the guy in the kitchen incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. Oh, thoughts. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Bell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. It doesn't matter what the reason is. How about a criminal? It's just despicable. You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. How dare you insult the daughter of Von Karma? Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. Well, that's all. The law is merely a tool. There is no limit to it, only the skill of the craftsman. You two are still too young, but one day you'll know what I mean. All that. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we meet you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. Well, that's all. Relation to Faraday. So, what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well. Well, I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. Aunt Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. But you two seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatagarasu case. Oh, the nuts. Did we touch a nerve? I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about that Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. Well, that's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rail was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. But after the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either. You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that when Kay says she was being trained under the Yatagarasu, I should say, because I don't know about we, but I know I did this. Maybe you did this too. But I instantly went to the fact that Faraday is in fact the Yatagarasu. But here's the thing. Kay became the second Yatagarasu after learning under the first Yatagarasu. And her father died when she was a young girl. So the person that took her in basically trained her to be the Yatagarasu. And who knows a lot about the Yatagarasu? This guy right here, Uncle Bad. So I'm starting to think that Bad is the real Yatagarasu, and Kay learned under him after he basically adopted her following this case. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatagarasu is what's needed. Yatagarasu. You claim to know much about the Yatagarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Rail. Yes, watch me deflect your attention away from Yatagarasu. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu. The KG8 incident and this second KG8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. The deaths. Mr. Rail claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then, during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Mouse Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush, you just spit it out already! I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time. And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday's and Mr. Rail's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. Well, if it will help you solve this case, then I'll tell you why we've never caught the Yatagarasu. Maybe never caught the Yatagarasu because you are the Yatagarasu? What was that sudden outburst for? You must maybe whip you by accident. Arrgh! It still accidentally whipped me anyway. These are the three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind ever. I see, so those are the Yatagarasu's special traits. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief. The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape, never tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as low brow as commit murder. Yes, watch as I get all offended by you calling the Yatagarasu a murderer and not deflecting at all. Well, that's how I knew that that Veil wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away. But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't. Listen, little girl, I'm not done talking yet. Gurk! What's different about this time was the evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Cordopian embassy, the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about. In that case, how can you be so sure that was the Yatagarasu who sent it? Well, that's easy. Special card only Yatagarasu uses was attached. Well, that's how I can be so sure. And just what sort of card is it? But here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rail about what was sent along with the white card, Rail had no idea what it was. And that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rail was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So if you could please head over to the courtroom, it would be much appreciated, sir. Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you? That's... Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself, and to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. September 10th, District Court, Courtroom number 3. Oh, it's you, Miss Edgeworth. It appears as Honor is still a bit dispirited. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. I now have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to get testimony. Well, there's no reason for you to be pissed about it, Your Honor. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict. Francisca, there is no need to further depress His Honor. But I'm not trying to, Miles. Your Honor. Hey, Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor, the evidence. Your Honor! Oh, yes, how can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your Honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job? Yes, I'm sorry. And I would, except that the defense attorney is yet to arrive. She is busy with the investigation, so let's keep this brief, shall we? Very well. Well, in that case, please confirm that all pieces of evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rail are also included, so please go ahead and use them in the investigation into your case. Understood, Your Honor. The pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of these two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their case. And maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth.
I placed all the evidence over at the prosecutor's bench for you.
I see. Thank you very much. I will go and confirm that they all accounted for. It would appear that the judge is a little bit dispirited.
Oh, then stop that dots! You're being so depressing.
You should listen to her, Your Honor, before things go from bad to worse. Although it can't really get much worse from him other than to be whipped by her. Now, before I go over there, I want to search around first. Sir, another report, sir! Zzz. Ah, he's still sleeping. Yes, I remember this line. Kind of funny it's not letting me skip it, though. What's the matter, officer? I've been sitting here forever, sir. I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it? No, it's short way. Okay, this is the same too. Okay, so this all seems to be the same. Case here, though. Oh, sorry, mister. I'm a little busy right now. Doing what? Well, I'm looking for something. Uncle Bat told me to, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's go. I don't want to interfere with the girl. Let's take the bag angrily. Yes, agreed. I didn't mean to talk. I thought I was talking to the I thought I was talking to Bad, and instead I accidentally looked down into the courtyard again.
You're in the way, boy. Move.
You look terribly busy. However, I was wondering what you're busy with.
Just looking for something. It's got nothing to do with you.
What is with your terrible attitude?
I guess I'm out of luck. I really should get back to what I need to do anyway. I wonder if the killer used these plastic bags in a flash of inspiration.
With that, detective? I somehow doubt he'd be that quick-fitted.
So you're saying that this crime was thought out in advance?
With that, detective, I somehow doubt he's capable of making such a complex plan.
Francisca, when will you learn to take responsibility for your statements? Never. So I don't see anything new over here. Evidence that Miss You prepared is just sitting here on this table.
You know, you can't just fuck off with that fight.
Of course I do. Miss You must be caught off guard by her client's sudden accusation. I wonder how she would have defended Mr. Bell in that case if he was still alive. So, this is the evidence related to today's Codopian Embassy trial from Mr. Faraday's bag.
You mean the evidence bag that was on the table, lobby number 2, right?
Yes. Finally, we can now take a look at the evidence itself, and not just the data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine them while we have the time.
Agreed. I want to take a good look at all the evidence from the embassy murder, too.
And why is that?
Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about.
Wah! Don't point your crop at me just because you don't know something.
And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today.
I see. Someone is still sore about not being picked by Mr. Von Karma.
It's also real close. It's also real to see the knife up close.
It's also real to see. Okay. So we have the knife, the gun, and envelope. And what's the organizer doing here?
Oh, that's right. Completely forgot to tell you.
About what, Your Honor?
Well, they found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside that evidence bag of his. Detective Bad requested it to be passed along to you. Said it would help the investigation.
Detective Bad said that.
What a strange story of that.
Well, never look a good horse in the mouth. We might as well flip through it too. I won't rest. Yes, I won't rest until we've looked at everything. I hear you. So what do we have? We have the gun, a knife, the organizer, and the envelope. We should probably start with the gun. The gun. It was originally used to kill the Kodopian embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Bell still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest.
And then, this guy took the original shooter's life. How ironic.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday.
Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act?
And it's never crossed your mind that you use your writing craft for the wrong purpose. Oh. Go left or right, because left is always right. Mr. Faraday's organizer. It appears he was in the habit of using it.
It looks like he found his strategy for getting Mr. Bell convicted down here.
I have collected evidence I need to prove that Mr. Bell is the killer. Okay, so I need to read this after I'm done with the dialogue here. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Bell was the killer in the case.
I want to go back.
Oh wait, I didn't read that last part. No! Can I look at it? Ah! I thought he would just be done with it and I could look at it later. Alright, we'll go back to page 1. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superior clarity on the surveillance video. I have evidence I can use to prove that Bell is not the real Yatagarasu. And it would also appear that he had proof that Mr. Bell was not the Yatagarasu. No matter how he may try to play it, as long as I had the Yatagarasu's key, I could prove he's a phony. I presented him in court, it should clear everything up. And he apparently also had a very definitive piece of evidence. It's been a long battle. Hope that this will finally bring it to an end. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared. To discredit any claim Mr. Bell made about being the real Yatagarasu.
And he had a way to prove that Mr. Bell was the guilty party in the embassy murder.
This organizer clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I have to take my time and give it a thorough read later.
Look, there's a picture stuck between the pages here.
I want to take my time right now to read page 1. Hold on. I have collected the evidence I need to prove that Bell was a killer. Between the handgun Bell had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. Okay.
Look, there's a picture stuck between the pages here.
It appears to be a key.
And a rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design on the handle.
He did mention in the logbook here something about a key. As long as I have the Yatagarasu key, I can prove he's a phony. What does that mean exactly?
And just a rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design on the handle.
The craftsmanship is superb. Could this be the Yatagarasu's key that Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer?
The Yatagarasu's key?
Detective Bad said something about it earlier.
What's different about this time? Was the evidence related to the smuggling ring? Was sent to the police? And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodopian embassy, the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu sent the evidence.
Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. This evidence this time was something only Faraday and I and a select few others knew about.
Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep the secret key safe.
As a prosecutor on both the Yatagarasu and smuggling cases, that's to be expected. Yatagarasu's key dated Chaitan on my organizer. That's odd.
What is it?
Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer.
That certainly is odd.
The weapon that was used to kill the Kotopian Embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, then where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from?
Is it obvious? It was bought at the courthouse by Mr. Bell. That's the only logical conclusion, right?
No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Every person who enters the courthouse doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside.
In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse?
That's a very interesting question, Dots. I need to think carefully here. There is nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there is one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence.
Miles Edgeworth, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me?
Actually, I do know the answer, Francisca.
What? Then what is it?
One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. The bag? That's why it's bloody? Because it had the... Could you hide a knife inside a pen? I don't know if I've seen that before. I think I have. I don't know if you can hide a knife in here though. I mean, I can't think of what else it would be besides the knife though. I mean, besides a pen. I'm gonna go with the what looks like the obvious answer first. But the pen might be the answer. Alright, so I think the pen could be the answer, but I'm gonna go with this first because this is the thing that sticks out to me most.
I don't see how that answers my question at all.
Okay, I guess not. Every piece of evidence has some secretive aspect about it.
Oh, then I need to know what the secret to this one is.
Alright, maybe there's no secret to this one. Alright, I'm not losing health at least. He said in the organizer, hold on. Said in the organizer, one of these items we haven't mentioned before. We talked about the handgun. So he must be talking about the key. He must be talking about the key. This Yatagarasu Key Mr. Faraday mentions in the organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse.
You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth.
You just need to look a bit closer, Francisco, to see what I mean. Have I actually looked at the knife? I mean, the key yet? I can't look at it. But if you look at the pattern, I think the pattern is the same. Butterflies? Trying to go to the pen. Where's the pen at? pen. I don't need the pen. What am I doing? The knife. See, butterflies with this, like, thing here. And then this has butterflies with the thing on the outside. So the knife and the key go together. Don't the color and ornamentation the keys handle remind you of anything?
Oh, they do remind me of the knife dots.
Very good. Both the Yatagarasu's key in the photo and the murderous knife had this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions the Yatagarasu's key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife.
You don't seriously mean to say?
It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are, in fact, one and the same.
But that's impossible!
Even if that is what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail. Aha! Well, that's clever. That's really clever.
I can't believe it turned into a key. I think that there was such a trick to this thing.
So the weapon used to kill Miss Faraday is actually the key the Yatagarasu stole. This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up until now.
Frankly, I'm shocked.
Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was hiding a knife blade inside.
But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday.
Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than ever, even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. Is that Mr. Bad? The great thief Yatagarasu.
Huh. Well, then maybe Mr. Vel really was the Yatagarasu. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Is that the only possible scenario?
No, not really. Especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective Bad said,
But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along the white card, Rel really had no idea what it was.
I see. Alright then. I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else. And that person is the real Yatagarasu.
It seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Life data updated. So I looked at the envelope. I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started.
Well, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
I suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should. Perfectly in its entirety, if you please.
On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. Mackerel was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned, because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
A simpleton of a man, that's what he was.
Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. L was caught in the act on film by a security camera. He was an even bigger
simpleton than I thought. I can't believe he didn't notice the security camera.
The Kodopian Embassy security system is supposedly very well designed. He may have simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area.
So, have you seen the contents for the video of yourself?
Yes, the surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You could clearly identify Mr. Rel on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was perfectly clear.
So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. That's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court.
The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
The video showing the moment in which Mr. Vell committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed?
Are you done with your inspection of the evidence?
Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence.
Your Honor, where were you derelict in your duties?
What? No, I dare not lick my duties. What do you take me for?
No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me.
But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene?
There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I will have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, defendant lobby number 2. September 10th, 6 p.m. Getting late in the day? That's Detective Bad, but who is he with?
I've never seen that officer before.
So, did you find it,
No, not yet, and I've looked everywhere. Isn't that coaching? Oh my god, is that Lang? Is that Lang?
No, I'm not, and I've looked everywhere. I see. Well then, please continue the search. Understood. I'll continue the search. Heh, so you're the one running the show. Prosecutors like you should be allowed at crime scenes.
How dare you? Just who do you think you are? What was that all about? And who was that man just now?
Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impotent officer in my life.
Does he even know that we're standing here right behind him?
I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids?
I guess so.
It looks like you were paying attention after all.
Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head, and I got a mirror.
Ah, so that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out on who's behind him at all times. So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now?
Well, the guy came here from the Republic of Zangfa to study. He's Agent Lang.
Thought so.
He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of detainment from scratch.
By visiting various police departments around the world, he has lots of dedication.
He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is rude.
Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country, give prosecutors a hard time.
I agree. However, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad?
Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well.
Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you.
I highly doubt it has nothing to do with me. Fine, if this is a game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him. But before we do that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. Thank you for everything, my friends. Love you all so very much. This is our blind Let's Play. It's Attorney Investigation Mild Edgeworth. And I'm the viewer, FlightlessBird. Until next time, my dear friends, so long! And take care.
Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.